Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is the day. It's Monday, August 10th, which means that the mysterious crates that Activision sent out to various YouTubers have been opened, and what we learned was actually pretty damn underwhelming. Pretty underwhelming, it's gotta be said. I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit cynical here because I feel like the idea behind this is really interesting. It perfectly fits the theme of a Cold War Call of Duty game, but at the same time, I feel like there is very little actual information within these crates and within these slides, and I feel like we're basically going to spend the next week trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together just to barely scratch the surface of what the game is going to be and how the game's universe is going to be set up. So to quickly recap, for those who don't know, Activision sent out these locked crates to various YouTubers with the stipulation that they were not to be opened until today at noon Eastern Time, at which point they were to send a text message to a special phone number to get the combination for the lock on the front to actually be able to open the crate. Once the crates were opened, each of these YouTubers found a 1950s era slide projector and about 10 slides. Problems quickly arose, however, because a number of these authentic old school projectors didn't work or had busted bulbs or couldn't focus properly, and that quickly became an issue. Most content creators had to resort to using the light from their phones and white paper to see what was actually on the slides, and what we see are basically a number of puzzles, codes, and what appears to be the map layout for Summit. This slide in particular heavily implies Summit from the original Black Ops, which we will be discussing later on here in the video, but the rest of these slides are basically going to be different locations around the world, as well as different codes and puzzles, which are meant for the community to decipher. Now, here's the thing about all of this. Even if someone is able to crack all of these, right, understand all the codes and figure out everything, we still need all of the codes to get the entire message. Now, some YouTubers got the same slides, but not everybody got the same crate, which means that slides are going to be exclusive to some particular YouTubers, and unless those YouTubers are able to post every single slide online, and then the community is able to kind of compound them into one giant photo album, we're not going to get the full message. Exclusive Ace announced on Twitter today that he won't be home until Wednesday, and therefore he can't open his crate until then, which means that if Ace has an important slide or two within his crate, then those pieces of the puzzle won't be able to be solved until later on this week when he finally gets home. Even then, once he gets home and once we have all the slides and everything can be put together, I have the sneaking suspicion that even once the entire code is cracked and we understand everything that was in these crates, I have a feeling that the information we're going to get may be underwhelming. And I'm only saying that because I've been following Call of Duty marketing campaigns for over a decade now. We have seen stuff like this in the past, especially when it comes to Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, and what we learn is never quite what we're after, right? We typically learn something about the game, but typically we're left with more questions than answers, which I guess is good marketing to an extent, but I feel like a lot of people at this point just want an official name for the game. They want to see images of the game. They don't want to be digging around within these different slides and going back to Black Ops 4 maps to try to get an idea of what the game is going to be. Now, it is worth mentioning, we did get this report from the crates, which mentions the Ural Mountains, which of course was a big part of the original Black Ops campaign involving Nova 6 gas, and it's also the location for Summit, which is appearing in a lot of these different YouTubers' crates, so it's entirely possible that something really interesting is going to happen on Summit, and I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, on paper, this kind of marketing campaign is a great idea. It gets the entire community talking about the codes and what they may mean, and to that extent, I think this is a great concept, but again, unless what we learn from these slides and this code is something mind-blowing and fascinating, I feel like we're all going to be left feeling let down. How many of you guys remember the movie A Christmas Story? Chances are a good percentage of you guys have actually seen that. Remember when Ralphie waited weeks and weeks listening to the same radio show using his decoder ring to decipher the secret message, and at the very end, after all that build-up, the message was simply, "Be sure to drink your Ovaltine," and he was super disappointed? I worry that something similar may be happening with this marketing campaign right here, but then again, you never know. They may be tying this into the game a lot more than we expect. Fans are already diving deep into these slides, and these ones right here appear to be the exact same images that we see on Summit in Black Ops 4, and of course, Summit is shown on other slides that were sent out to these YouTubers, so Summit is definitely playing a key role here. It's also worth mentioning that the locations that we see on some of these slides are the same locations that appear on the clocks on Summit, so it's entirely possible that some sort of a big event may be coming to Black Ops 4. We already know that an event is going to be coming to Warzone. Activision themselves have hinted that a Black Ops Cold War event and update is going to be coming to Warzone itself, but it's also possible that Black Ops 4 might be updated as well, similar to what they did with Black Ops 3. How many of you guys remember Fringe Nightfall and Redwood Snow? They added those variants to the game to try to get people hyped up and tease things about Black Ops 4. We may see something similar this year as well, which I'm personally all for. I still play Black Ops 4 to this day. With me not playing Modern Warfare 2019, I spend the vast majority of my COD time on Black Ops 4, so a new update for that game would be fantastic. I've always said that they should do a community update for the MP40, right? You had the MP40 and the Galil in Blackout and Zombies, yet the Galil got added to the game as part of a community update and got full attachment functionality, whereas the MP40 is still exclusive to Zombies and Blackout. It's not available in multiplayer. Perhaps they're going to do some sort of a marketing campaign with Black Ops 4 to get people ready for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and maybe the MP40 is going to be involved one way or another, or maybe something is going to happen to Summit, or maybe periodically they're going to update the game very subtly and more things are going to be added to Summit. We really have no idea. There's a lot they could potentially do here. I'm just saying that from the pure perspective of looking at what was in these crates right here, it's a bit underwhelming, and I hope it actually works out. So far, I think it's disappointing, but I really hope that this leads us to something very interesting, and that this is not just going to be like a one-off thing where we're just basically supposed to look at these slides and then read a message that's going to be a sentence long and then be left wondering, well, what the heck does that mean? Right? I worry that's going to be the case, but of course, we really have no idea. I would like to say that I am very happy that the marketing campaign for Black Ops Cold War is finally underway. We've been waiting months and months for this, and now it's finally happening, and just like I mentioned in my previous videos, we are roughly 2 months away from the official launch of this game, so we're definitely going to get blasted with tons of news, tons of leaks, official reveals, official announcements, and hopefully the beta between now and October, and as always, I will be here with you guys every step of the way, trying my best to keep you up to date with all the news and all the information that we learn. But for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider leaving it a like, and as always, I will keep you guys posted as soon as we learn more about these slides, and once the code kind of starts getting cracked, I will keep you guys updated, and hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully this leads to something really interesting and fascinating for the entire community, because it could. There's potential here, but so far, I'm not sure that this is what fans were expecting when all those crates got opened today. But again, things could change, things could get very interesting very quickly, and I'll keep you guys posted the moment that we learn more. But until then, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider leaving it a like. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.